Hello, this is Kat, and welcome to the Joyful Healer YouTube channel, where we talk about our spiritual paths, share esoteric knowledge, and explore tips for a high vibrational living. So, I'm going to be reading a Dolores Cannon book excerpt here and sharing it. Now, this isn't how I normally share my excerpts. I usually talk face to face or set up some sort of background with words or text captions. But this was a really spur of the moment read. I was just outside in the garden and I was reading, and I really felt led to share these pages. So just listen or read the words the best you can. Thank you for watching it. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Sending love. I knew it took a lot of courage to leave that beautiful place and volunteer to come here at this time. You said she volunteered to come here during the changes. Are these the changes I've been told about? Yes. Do you want to talk about that part? Many changes. What are the things you have been working on? You may have some questions. That we're moving to new frequencies and vibrations? That is correct. Do you have questions? I've been told a great deal of information that everything is speeding up and the vibrations and frequencies of our whole dimension are changing. Is that correct? Turbulence, much turbulence coming very soon. And there is the need to be very grounded. Much turmoil. There will be a need for your stability in all those who are here, because people will be lost and confused and in much pain. Do you understand? By turbulence, do you mean more of the violent earth changes that have been happening? Situations caused by humans and situations caused by the earth changes. And the coming through of new energies and beings that humans are not accustomed to seeing. This will cause a great deal of chaos, that only those who are understanding what is transpiring will keep calm and be a reassurance to those in confusion. Remember, and just be prepared for that, because it's very easy to theorize until the situation is in the physical. Then the physical body needs to be prepared to handle the shifts of energy and the shock that comes with the process of change. One thing is to feel you can understand what is happening. Another is to be in the midst of chaos and keep yourself calm when it's happening. That's difficult for humans, isn't it? It is difficult, and that is a crucial and practical area to focus on at this time, because it is in the physical that you are helping. There are other levels that are helping, but you are in the physical as she is, as other beings are. So in the physical, they can transmit that calm that will be necessary during times of chaos. But will they listen to us? It is not up to you to decide. It is up to you to make sure you have the tranquility and grounded energy for those who want to listen to you. That alone requires much work in the physical to keep those energies in place, because that's what you came to do. Anne is very trained because her life experiences have required her to maintain a level of calm in the midst of madness. I've been told these changes are going to cause a separation into two earths, the old earth and the new earth, as the vibrations and the frequencies increase. Is that correct? That is correct. There is a different world, if you will, which some souls will remain or choose to live in after the changes. You mean to remain with the old earth? Yes, with the world that keeps that level of vibration they wish to stay in, and that will be where they remain or move into. But the new energies will only be livable for those who have worked their own energy up to that vibration. But the turbulence you spoke of, will that be on the old earth? It is now as we go through these changes. This is the time of transformation in the next few years, and the outcome has been prophesied by many. I don't have much to add to that, other than those who are here now need to remember the important role they are playing in the physical before the changes happen, or before the final changes happen. In the midst of the process, there's a need for those who are here to give assistance, to line up, if you will, as if it were the military. It's time for them to show up and be aware that they are being called to be very present and ready and maintain their ground, because there might be situations in which a soul might be in a crucial point where they could go either or, vibrational wise, and you may have to make a difference at that time. What do you mean by either or? Their spiritual growth may be in a gray area where they may qualify to step up to a higher vibration if only they have the courage to jump, or else they may choose not to, and that is their choice. But your role, if you keep your energy, may be crucial for someone in that situation because you may be the hand that extends for them to jump. Make the jump into higher vibration? Yes. But the higher vibration, the new earth, will not experience this turbulence? No. It seems as though right now we are in this part that is experiencing the turbulence. It is just the beginning. It has begun, but the chaos has not begun. The chaos, the madness of people running around in confusion because all of their illusions have been shattered. That will be the time of the test of the strength that needs to that needs to come forth for those who are here to help in the process. There will be a time when people are running in the streets confused and in fear, not unlike in Hurricane Louisiana. Are there going to be similar disasters in many cities? Some are caused by natural, some caused by those in power who are making every effort to keep things the way they are. They are aware of the changes. They refuse to accept. It's like a child who doesn't want to hear the truth, and they refuse to admit they are no longer in charge. So they continue to cling to these ways and may cause more confusion. They feel they may be able to slow down the process and maintain in a low vibration by keeping fear on the surface. They're trying to instill fear in people. Fear has always been in people because that's how most, if not all, the societies of this world have functioned for many years. Fear is the way they have maintained power, and almost everyone in this world is in fear. There are different levels of fear, but these changes and the technology that has allowed everyone to communicate freely have caused a great deal of concern for those in power, because now the fear is vanishing. Many things that are occurring, even the catastrophes, act as a catalyst to bring fear out, so it is dealt with. And so it is in a cleansing in a way. But those in power don't want this process to occur, and they prefer to keep a level of fear under the water, if you will. And like a desperate child, they try to every tactic they can think of at this time to not let that fear dissipate, because that is what is happening. The fear is dissipating despite what the surface seems to show. People are beginning to think for themselves. They are confronting their own demons, if you will, because life is taking them places where they have to see things that other times they haven't had to deal with. Therefore, their fears, although they are very present, are at least coming to the surface, whereas before they were not. Therefore, it is a cleansing that, as it continues, will only liberate more and more, which is a process that those in power are very aware of. They want it to slow down, thinking there might be a way to prevent it. So they will push and push to every extreme that they can until things get very difficult. And many people will not be prepared for the edge they are pushing for. Is war one of those things? Absolutely, the wars. Also, they're diseases that they scare people with. These diseases are not really there, are they? They can be if people choose to allow those energies to enter into their body. But for the most part, they are only in the energetic fields. And like anything else that is talked about or thought about, it can become reality in the physical. Yes, if enough people accept that is their reality. But the diseases are extremely blown out of proportion, and they are not epidemics as they are portrayed to be. The media and the movies are showing you their desperation as they insist on presenting to the masses information that is completely negative and fear-based. Subject matter such as murder, death, and betrayal, attacks, and such that keep the consciousness focused on these matters, as opposed to portraying in the media images of hope and inspiration. But nevertheless, there are enough of those positive messages being broadcast at this time that, like a domino effect, they are no longer stoppable.